All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. If you are watching us again, thank you very much. If you're brand new watching Nerds in a Box for the first time, hello, I'm John Dwyer.
Dan Kiefer.
Tessa Barletta.
We're Nerds in a Box, and this is episode, what, 4? Yeah,
We're up to 4.
I know, wow. A whole month of content. We did it.
I know. We started something, and we're all wearing gray.
I know.
That's really boring.
To be fair,
I'm sorry.
mine's a colorful gray, because I've got patterns.
I've got layers of gray.
I have angels on mine. Does that
True.
count?
Wait, so you and I are wearing Doctor Who shirts.
I got Star Wars.
And then you got Star Wars,
Okay.
so...
We're very space-themed. Space-themed gray today.
Yeah, so if you are following our Facebook, you should have already seen that this episode we're going to be talking about reboots. We're going to talk about reboots such as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Amazing Spider-Man, and the Fantastic Four reboot. We're going to talk about that, talk about if they're good, if they're bad, why people keep rebooting things all the time. And then we're going to wrap it up with some comic reviews, and then the little box, so you guys can find out who's in the little box this week.
Yep.
So, but before we get started, shout-outs. We would like to thank Hello Steph from last week for being our guest. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. We appreciate it. Thanks for sharing this. Hello Steph right here on our box. Oops. One of our guests. Every time we have a guest, we're going to draw them on the box. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And it was a lot of fun to have her here last week, stepping in for Tessa, who was at Dragon Con. And also, a shout out to all of our fans. We have about, as of this filming, as of this current film, episode, excuse me, we're sitting at 390 fans. We've been getting about 100 fans a week, and that is awesome.
You guys are
That's so great. Thank you so much for liking us and commenting on our videos.
And sharing our videos.
We actually have questions from people and things
I know,
like that, which is
really
so
exciting.
Great. We have things to contribute.
I know.
From our fans.
It's not just us regurgitating things.
I know. I love it. It's so great.
Yeah.
So thank you to you guys. You hear this all the time. We can't do this without you. So thank you. And also, very exciting news. We already posted that we're going to be at PsyCon on our page earlier this week on September, 27th and 28th.
Yes.
I believe we're going to be our panels. But we're also going to be at Mythicon.
Which is in Orlando.
Yep,
Yes.
2 weeks. So, I believe, where is that? That's in the...
It's at the Doubletree by Hilton by SeaWorld.
So, Mythicon, we're going to be there. We're going to be there on September 20th and 21st, the Saturdays and Sundays, because that works best for us because we work. So please come check us out. We're really excited about it.
So excited.
So we started...
It's our first, con as official Nerds in a Box.
I know. We were formed
3 random people
after hosting a panel
Yeah.
together at Tampa Bay Comic-Con, and then now we're actually going to be doing this. So
Yeah, this is a thing.
it's going to be great. So please come out, support us. Orlando's probably more feasible than PsyCon and Tampa, but if you want to, come to both. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and see us there, check us out. We're all going to be cosplaying, or at least Tessa and I probably will be. I don't know about Dan.
I'll be attempting.
Hey, that's why you have Tessa, so
Yes,
she can help you with
exactly,
cosplays.
exactly. We'll be talking.
Yes, exactly. So reboots.
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 That's what we're talking about, right?
So reboots, yes.
The show Reboot.
To get off topic again.
Oh, not this week.
That was a little too blatant of a plug. One of our fans, Ken Miller, posted asking if we were going to actually talk about Reboot. So,
Which we do all love Reboot, the show.
love Reboot.
So good.
I hope
we might in the future do that. I need time to rewatch though. It's been since I was 12.
Well, they ended it on a cliffhanger, which made me so angry. Ugh.
So actually, maybe we should just start a petition for them to put it into comic books. That way,
I would be okay with that because every 3 years they keep talking about how it's going to be rebooted, and then it never. And then that never happens.
But that's what they did with Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
When it ended, they kept going in comics, so hopefully...
Yeah, so, reboots.
What exactly constitutes a reboot?
What do we mean by, reboots for us? Are we talking about, something that literally gets rebooted in the sense that it's like a reinvention of it, or that it's reintroducing it to the market?
In my opinion, you have those reinventions, but like. In my opinion, like the X-Men series right now is going through a reboot.
Yeah.
They haven't revamped anything. They haven't changed anything. But they literally had
Spoilers.
Spoilers for Days of Future Past and the X-Men.
It came out in May.
series.
Shame on you.
But like they go back in time to change things that had happened in the movies.
But I guess a reboot is like it updates it for today. It's not like the Psycho movie where it was pretty much a shot-for-shot remake. It's a reboot. We're taking what happened here and we're putting it in current 2014 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That works.
So I feel like that's what a reboot is.
Okay.
For
That works.
me, anyway.
So, so that being said, this idea actually came from Nicole Kiefer. So, thank you for commenting on her wall with an idea. She actually posted news about the new Power Rangers movie that has been announced. That's supposed to come in, I believe, 2016.
Yeah,
2016 is what I read around the same time as the new King Arthur movie. And so that's brand new. Not a whole lot is known about it, except that it's based off of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yep.
Yeah,
I just want to see brand new, like, Megazord. Like, especially with today's technology.
Oh, yeah.
Megazord would be so sweet. Like, Pacific Rim,
Exactly.
like Megazord. Oh, that'd be so cool.
As long as it's more Pacific Rim and not more Transformers.
And like,
I'm
make
okay
my
with
monsters grow! And then you just see a clip of, like, Pacific Rim playing.
Also, are we going to have Skull and Bulk
Oh, yeah.
in there? Because those same guys have been in almost every incarnation.
True.
Yeah.
Those same actors. I feel like they should have a cameo.
I mean, more
If
importantly,
not.
are we going to have Zordon?
Yeah,
How can you
they're
not have
going.
Zordon?
You have to have Zordon.
Because he's
have
the one that
to.
puts them all together.
I know. Well, I mean, I think no one really knows, like, why this came out of thin air, if it was a nostalgia thing, or if it's a mixture of that and also because of the fact that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles not only got rebooted, kind of, but it also got... true.
It was
but it
totally
also did so well opening weekend that it made a lot of money. And it's like, wait, maybe we can do this for old franchises. So maybe they thought that, like, ooh...
Because, like, if you think of two huge 90s cartoons that, like, well, not necessarily cartoons, but TV shows that, like, kids watched, it was Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles.
And TMNT, yeah. Well, speaking of the success of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got rebooted and is already greenlit for a sequel in, let me see, I believe it's 2016, I think.
I think it's another reason why I'm so happy with this podcast is it's forcing me to do things that I wouldn't do.
Yes.
Because I went and saw the movie because I was like, nope, not going to see it.
Yep.
Not going to see it. Not going to watch them torment my poor Ninja Turtles. I never thought I would say this ever in my life, but I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. And one of the main things that I have to say to people who are like, Michael Bay. It's not Michael Bay. He didn't make the movie.
He produced it, right? Yeah.
There's only like 2 explosions in the whole movie.
How did that movie get made?
Right?
How did that movie
Beautiful.
get made?
Like, yeah, I can really only remember like 2 of the whole time. And I know a lot of people were upset. They're like, because every teenage, well, except for the TMNT, like, they've all been like live, like actual people in suits. And a lot of people were upset. They're like, well, where's, the puppets and the motion and all that stuff? And I actually was really happy they didn't because they emote so well. I don't know if they did like motion capture on the actors' faces or not, but like there's one part where Splinter gets his ass kicked by Shredder, and like Raphael comes up to find him, and like I was just like, oh, Raphael, because like you can see his heart like breaking in his eyes. I'm like, why am I feeling bad for this turtle? But like, which is exactly the point. I should be feeling bad for this turtle. I should be caring about this rat who's about to die. Like that's the whole point, and it was really well done for the turtles aspect. Everyone wants to know about Megan Fox, which I mean. Which, because I heard a couple people say it's like an origin story for April O'Neil, but I didn't get that at all. Like, she's our vehicle for like the first 10-15 minutes for people who know nothing about the Turtles.
Yeah.
Right.
But after that, I mean, she's bland. Like, she's not. There was parts of Transformers where I was like, get off the camera right now. I can't handle you right now. It's just so bad. But I never had a moment like that. I was like, hey, it's Megan Fox. She's boring. She's boring. Wait, the Turtles are here. Like, because as soon as they come on, you aren't paying attention. I think it's better. Human people are boring. Like, even Will Arnett, I was so sad. Even Will Arnett's not that great.
No.
Man.
Which I think is because I think they scripted him. Because I love him in Arrested Development. I think that 90% of the time he got to say whatever he wanted out of his mouth.
Arrested Development, though.
But, like, and I think I could tell he was scripted to be funny, but the lines he was given weren't funny. So, like, it's like, oh, Will Arnett, whatever. He had a couple of good ones. There were, like, one or two where I was like, oh, that's actually funny. But for the most part, you're just like, humans, nobody cares. Get out of here. Like, because the Turtles, the dynamic was great. They, like, all of them had their distinct personalities. And I think what I loved the most was they were actually teenagers. They also did, like, an origin of them. Like, and April's more connected in their origin. I won't spoil everything. But she's more connected in their origin and stuff. And that I really liked that. And I know a lot of people were upset about Mecha Shredder. But when you see the Turtles and, like, how big they are and how strong they are in the movie, it makes sense that he would need that crazy crap to go up against them. Because he was just this dude with some knives on his shoulders. Like, he's not going to be able to kick their asses. Like, it's not going to happen. So
That's true.
You should go see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and don't listen to the haters and just go have fun. Like, that's what it's for.
Cool, so it's got your recommendation.
It does. Like, it's just fun. Go have fun and have childhood nostalgia for 2 hours.
How many boxes would you say, Tessa?
How many boxes?
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No.
I would give it 2 boxes.
2 boxes. 2 out of 3 boxes, guys.
We're going to get a new review system. We're going to get a new review system. We can't review things on a scale of 3.
Should we just go on to the next topic?
We should just go on to the next topic before I get worked up about this. Thank you. So perfect. So in case you didn't guess from that, we're going to be talking about Amazing Spider-Man. This is an interesting example of a reboot because it's so mixed.
Well, and it really only happened because they wanted to keep the rights.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
That's exactly where it's derived from. That and the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
The only the big reason why they're like, cool, we got to do a reboot is because if they don't come out with a film in a certain amount of time, they lose the rights to Marvel.
So Amazing Spider-Man, we got a new origin. Well, not a new origin story, but a new reboot, new series. A decade after the old one. It's getting, it keeps getting mixed reviews between people that like it and don't like it.
I like it.
I think it's mostly just people who prefer Toby as opposed to Andrew. But I think they're 2 different performances for 2 different times.
Yeah.
Like, because the first Spider-Man came out, like, right after, like, 9/11, like, the year after. So, like, there's a lot of nostalgia built around those movies, I feel like, and it's a lot of band together. It's very cheesy, for lack of a better word. So, like, I feel like people who like that era of Spider-Man, like the earlier, like, Silver Age, Bronze Age comics, are like, oh, I like that one. And then the ones who are more into the newer, a little edgier, like, 80s and current are like, I like Andrew a little better.
This most recent Spider-Man is actually the lowest grossing Spider-Man film.
Really?
Yeah. At least it had the lowest opening weekend of all the Spider-Man films.
You want to know why? I think Spider-Man 3 is to blame for that, because I was scared too when they said there was going to be 3 villains.
Excuse me, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
No.
You think, the 3
because
villains thing.
The 3 villains thing, like, I was like, guys, we tried this before, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. But yeah, I feel like that was why it hurt, because everyone was just like, oh, no, I don't want that pain in my life again. I don't want it.
No, I believe that.
I feel like it's that, and also the fact that people are tired of seeing Spider-Man rebooted. I feel like
he needs
because it
he needs to be part of an Avengers team.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just came out. The Sam Raimi films just came out before that. So, like, when it got rebooted, the people that aren't necessarily huge comic book fans that don't follow the movie news are like, wait, Spider-Man 2? I just saw that. Like, didn't that just come out? So I think people are kind of tired of seeing, like, something get rebooted. They don't feel like, why should I invest in this if it's just going to get rebooted in, like, 5 years?
And people also loved, like, the difference between Fantastic Four and Spider-Man is, like, people loved the Spider-Man movies. I mean, except for 3. But, like, everyone kind of ignored that, and they're like, but I still love 1 and 2. So it was like, I don't want to see the movies that I loved written over so quickly. Whereas Fantastic Four really only did well, I feel like, the first one, because it was still in that early days of superhero movies.
Yeah.
So, like, people were like, oh, okay, we'll try it out. And, like, nobody really liked it after they saw it, but, like, or they were like, it's okay.
So, Fantastic Four reboot, God, I hope that's good, because this is having all the potential to not be good.
Yeah.
Kate Mara came out and said that she doesn't like comic books. She was going to read some of the Fantastic Four comics for the movie, and then the director told her, no, don't.
So dumb.
Because it's not going to be based off of any story, and he wants them to have their own characters for it, which
doesn't make sense, because even, like, comic book movies where they don't follow, like, the Avengers, I mean, didn't follow any real plot, but they were still given, like, a big book of, here's everything on your character.
Yeah.
Go. A lot of people have problems because they're explorers, not crime fighters,
yeah.
which is also kind of why I kind of find them boring, just for me. But, yeah, so maybe they're changing that up a little bit.
So, and then, leaked images. Yeah, I was going to say, leaked images came out recently of Doctor Doom and his costume.
In his onesie.
For those of you that haven't seen the pictures, just go type in, what did I tell you to type in? Dr. Doom new costume? Yeah, go type.
Not in images, in web, and it'll take you to a couple different sites that have them.
Yeah, he's got the classic green...
Like cape and hood.
It's like a cowl.
And cape, yeah.
And even like the face mask.
He's got the face mask, but the rest of it, he's wearing this like brown onesie.
Brownish, grayish. It almost looks like skin.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's just like naked there with, I don't know. It's just not a good shot.
It's weird.
I'd like to hope that they're going to have a costume that looks better than that, but that came out and the internet blew up. I hope that they know what they're doing. I would love nothing more than to be proven wrong. I would love it so much. I will happily eat some humble pie.
Yes.
If it turns out to be a really awesome movie.
If it's a good movie, you will see us all eating humble pie.
Yes. So I guess we can go into like, are reboots good, bad, and why are they happening?
Yeah, exactly.
Just because like we had a question like if it's just childhood nostalgia or if it's just people have run out of ideas.
That's from John Cologne. Thank you.
Yes.
And I don't think it's that people have run out of ideas, because like Jupiter Ascending or Jupiter Rising or whatever, that new Wachowski movie's coming out, like there are new stories that come out. They just don't have a built-in fan base. And so they're a much harder gamble. And so I think especially today with like, I mean, the economy hits the movie industry too. So like, they're like, oh, we'd rather make something that we know is going to at least do okay. So I feel like that's why reboots are doing so well. Also because you love to see your favorite characters again. So I think it's kind of a bit of both of those things. More than just people have run out of ideas. At least I would hope. The optimist in me would hope that's
it's the same reason why movies get split into like part 1 and part 2.
Oh, yeah.
Just because if they know they can make money off of it, they're going to do it. You guys, as much as it is just entertainment for most of us, it's a business.
Yeah.
They have to think of everything as a business deal. A lot of the studios, like if somebody pitches an idea, whether it's new, whether it's fresh, whether it's like a fantastic idea, and somebody else comes up, it's like, hey, how about we redo that one movie? They might go with the redo just because it's a solid fit.
I think it's a mixture of both. I think like the writers, when they do it, it comes from that place of love and respect for it. But for businesses, it obviously comes from just like turning a profit and then just being like, oh, well, we don't want to take a chance on this, so we'll just do what we know is good. And I think that's why it happens and why we see a new reboot, it seems like, every 10 years. So thank you for the question, John Cologne. Thank you. We appreciate it. And
thank you for Joshua Robinson and Gabrielle Harrington for submitting your ideas and thoughts on reboots.
Yes, true. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, let me see. We're running out of time, so we're going to have to skip comic reviews, unfortunately.
Do we just want to like say what it is and then go on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say what our comics for the week is. Well, I think we should all write reviews this week and then put it on one post.
Okay.
So, yeah, how about that? Check out our reviews on our
Facebook
page.
Yes, on Facebook. So that being said, we do have time for our Little Box. Little Box. So, last week we put in Nickelodeon for Avatar.
Yes,
but
taking that off the air.
Oh, yeah.
But we've been told that that's a little too harsh.
Yes.
We've been told that that's too harsh to blame just one company in general.
So
we're gonna pinpoint things now.
So this
we don't want to make enemies of every company that existed in the world.
Exactly. So this week, we're gonna put Carter Bays and Craig Thomas, the creators of How I Met Your Mother, into this little box. In case you have not seen what's been going around the past 2 days, is a new, the alternate ending for How I Met Your Mother, which which basically
Same here.
ends happily. Oh, spoilers. Again. Spoilers. No one dies. And everybody's happy.
Much better than the alternative.
Yeah. Although you kind of liked it.
I mean, my only thing is that the original ending stuck true to the story that they were telling from the very beginning.
Yep.
And I respect the writers for that.
9 seasons.
However,
no, can't do that after
you need
9
to learn to
seasons.
change with the show, find out what the audience wants.
Can't do that after 9 seasons. If you are going to stick with that, you got to give us more than 15 minutes
Of pain.
of pain. You got to give us more than 15 minutes of exposition for why it happened, and then just end it.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to put you guys in the box this week
Enjoy.
for making the original ending your canon ending.
Yes.
So shame on you. Shame on you.
One more time.
Shame on you. So, Little Box. Curtis Bates, Craig Thomas, but I'll probably take you out sometime this week because I want to thank you for creating one of the best, for one of my favorite shows, but that's a whole nother story.
Oh, and we want to apologize for no superhero spotlight. We ran out of time and life is busy. But
Yes.
if you want to put in for who you want to be our superhero spotlight for next week,
Let us know.
Yep.
comment.
Yes, clickety-click on those
Clickety-click.
keyboards.
We essentially ran out of time for this episode, which is why we also had to cut comics. So,
Yes.
Just
So, yeah.
we ramble so much.
we do. But that being said, thank you so much for being here with us, for liking our page, for watching our videos. Please remember to keep doing that. Share it with your friends. Just comment on our videos. If you have questions or tests about cosplay, please do that. Comment on our videos with anything, with suggestions, who you'd like to see in the superhero spotlight. And yeah, so next week we're going to have a new episode, and then we're going to have, hopefully, episodes to you from our panels
Yes.
to give to you.
We're
So,
trying to get that in motion.
exactly. So that being said, I'm John Dwyer,
I'm Tessa Barletta.
Dan Kiefer.
and we are Nerds in a Box. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.